Good afternoon. I'm Sheriff Derek Cunningham of the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. Today, I'd like to bring everybody up to speed as to an investigation we're working out at the Montgomery County Youth Detention Facility. So at this time, I'm going to bring Chief Wesley Richardson up, and he's going to go over the details.
Thank you, Sheriff Cunningham. Good afternoon. I'm Wesley Richardson. I'm the Assistant Chief with the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office. This is an extremely disturbing situation, and to be frank, I'm absolutely appalled at what the evidence has revealed in this case. I want to thank our media partners for being here today and updating our citizens on this important information that is also quite alarming to them as well. I will provide a brief overview of the investigation, and then I will take any questions you might have. Please keep in mind that these are allegations. In our criminal justice system, all suspects are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Last Wednesday, the Sheriff's Office was notified of a situation out at the youth detention facility. We were contacted by the director of the facility, and they had learned of some potential criminal behavior. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office immediately opened an investigation, and throughout that investigation, learned that on or about December 15th, a male juvenile detainee was sexually abused by a detention officer inside the facility. Investigators obtained statements and evidence that led to the arrest of Kentavious Miller. Miller was charged with sex abuse first, and he is currently out on bond. During the course of the investigation, investigators also obtained evidence that another male juvenile was sexually assaulted while he was previously incarcerated inside the facility. Investigators learned that between October 15th and November 25th, youth detention officer LeBradford Armistead sexually assaulted a male juvenile detainee while he was in his custody. Armistead was charged with 7 counts of sodomy first, and he is currently being held in the Montgomery County Detention Facility without bond. This investigation is still ongoing, and the Sheriff's Office will not spare any resources to ensure justice is carried out in this case. The Sheriff's Office has been in contact with the District Attorney's Office, in addition to state prosecution, and because these allegations involve victims that are in custody, Sheriff Cunningham has reached out to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and asked them to open a criminal investigation into civil rights violations. Simply put, we will not tolerate those who abuse their positions to harm others, and we will ensure that all suspects are held accountable in this case. Before I open it up for questions, I want to thank Sheriff Derek Cunningham for his support and leadership. He always ensures that we have the resources necessary to conduct complex investigations and hold criminals accountable for their actions. We also want to thank the criminal investigators who have worked tirelessly on this case. They have sacrificed time away from their families to quickly identify and arrest these suspects. You're true professionals, and we thank you for all you do. As I open it up for questions, I ask us to keep a couple of things in mind. While we're here to provide information to the public, please understand that this investigation is still currently active, and it involves juvenile victims who have suffered significant harm. With that in mind, and to ensure the case integrity, there are some elements that we just will not be able to discuss. So now, take any questions that you have.
Just in terms of the tenure of the two that have been charged, in terms of employment for the county and for the Sheriff's Office.
So, most administrative stuff will have to be addressed, but during our investigation, we did learn that the one, Armistead, was here approximately 5 years at the youth facility, and that the other, Kentavious Miller, was at the youth facility for approximately 5 months. But I'd have to direct any specific personnel matters to the director of the facility.
And just in terms of employment, is the county their employer prior to the arrest there? What's their status now?
Both of those subjects are no longer employed at the youth facility.
And are they county employees? Were they county employees?
Yes, the youth facility falls under the umbrella of the county. They have a director and administrators, but yes, those employees are county employees.
Sheriff, your proactive approach to having this press conference, talk to me about that.
Well, I think this is something that we need to bring out to the community. We need to let people know what exactly took place. I don't like speculations. I'd rather come straight out and tell you what took place, and that's what we're doing. I don't want you to have to figure out. We want to at least let you know. And I think from what Chief Richardson has already laid out all the facts, and don't get me wrong, there ain't nothing different in these guys than the people that we go look for, the child predators out here on the street, and we remove them from the street. Ain't nothing no different. So don't get me wrong. Don't think that we're sugarcoating it. I'm upset. You can tell by Chief Richardson and Chief Murphy, we're all upset. This is something that we're talking about our kids. And anybody that know me and know that I put our kids first, you always hear me say our youth are 50% of our population, but 100% of our future. And for you to violate that, yeah, we're looking at every angle that we can look at to prosecute you under. And we're going to leave no rock unturned, and we're going to do everything in our power to make sure these people that harm these kids will not get out of jail.
And Sheriff, just it shows to your collaboration too with the federal government and others. It seems like, as always around here, everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, we've reached out to them. This is something we've been working on all weekend. We've had contact with the FBI over the weekend. We had contact with our district attorney's office. Our main job and our main focus is to make sure that these guys are prosecuted.
Is your office still the lead on this in terms of that, or is FBI there to assist, or other way around? How does that look just technically?
Our office is the lead as far as on the investigation. Now the FBI is coming in looking at the possibility of the civil rights violations, and I'm sure once they get here, like I said, this is nothing that we're taking, just making it up or trying to let it skate off. This is something we're taking very seriously, and not only are we taking it seriously, our federal partners are going to take it seriously, and I think, as you can tell from our local agency standpoint, we're taking it seriously.
So just to confirm, the FBI has agreed to help investigate?
Yes, we spoke with them. With that, I do appreciate you all coming out, because this message is not just something for our community, it's for everybody, to let them know that we take this seriously.
And I know it doesn't matter the length of time or whatever, but is there any anticipation as to how long you would need to wrap up an investigation like this, or it just really doesn't matter until you guys get everything you need?
We just want to make sure that everything is done right and that these guys are prosecuted with the full extent of the law. Thank y'all.